Currently, as it stands, the Boston Celtics have the best record in the NBA, and they have the best offensive rating of all time with 121.5. Since the crushing loss to the Warriors in the NBA Finals, the Celtics have shown no plans of them regressing or slowing down. And the main reason, in my opinion, for this hot start has been the improved play from their superstar in Jayson Tatum. Not only has Jayson Tatum finally answered the call of taking another leap in his game, he has an argument to be the top candidate to be the MVP of the league this year. So is this just a fluke start for Jayson Tatum, or has he really begun his takeover in the NBA? Immediately to kick off the season, that stands out to me that's different about Tatum from the prior years is his finishing. Jayson Tatum in previous years had a bit slimmer body, and for as tall as he is, would find himself getting knocked off regardless of whether the defender was taller or shorter than him on his drives. Just a slight contact on his drives would be enough to throw him off completely. But coming into this season, Tatum has added more muscle on his body, and he said himself that he put himself on a stricter diet, and the results of that so far is successful. On display, notice how open the paint is due to Boston's excellent spacing, as it makes driving for Tatum to the paint easier. As he drives right on Kelly Oubre, he does this beautiful spin to create separation, and even though the help defender slides over, Tatum glides in the air for this nifty right-hand layup. Tatum operates off the ball here and goes to set a ghost screen for Jaylen Brown. He catches the ball and right away he's in attack mode, and notice how he's drabbing right and Brown has his right hand on Tatum's chest. He spins left to get the space from Brown and drives, and Brown actually provides good contest on the layup, but it doesn't matter. A screen was coming to be set for Tatum, but he instead rejects it and again spins right. That shakes up his defender, and as Bagley's rotating to Tatum, he picks up his dribble right before he enters the free throw line and just gallops his way to an offhand layup through Bagley. He's matched up with Dorian Finney-Smith on this one and does a through the leg dribble and a quick crossover that has him quickly attacking downhill. And notice how he pulls 3 Mavericks defenders to the paint on his drive, and he just simply Euro steps right past Luka and then draws the foul. This combination of his size, length, and body control paired up with his calmer and more patient approach on his drives makes it easier for him to carve up defenses in the paint without having to waste no time. Currently, Tatum is finishing 77% at the rim on 5.5 attempts a game, which currently would be a career high. Derek White sets a screen on Tatum's man, and Tatum catches the ball and attacks. The Heat are in a zone, and this forces Duncan Robinson to switch to Tatum, which puts a smile on his face as he drives to the rim and gets an and one. Tatum does a slick crossover to go right by Kuzma and uses his right arm to create some space and bump Kuzma off his drive, and he does an unconventional right hand layup on the left side to avoid the block. Tatum's ability to draw fouls to go to the line has also improved. He's getting to the line 8.6 times a game, and he's making them at an 87% clip, which would be a career high again for Tatum. The upsurge in the free throw attempts can easily be attributed to Tatum's ability to forcing his defender to have to foul him on his drives, so he won't end up with easy points at the rim and force him to convert the points at the line. Tatum is operating in the left corner, and Cornette goes to set a pin down for Tatum to curl off. Grant throws a great bounce pass that hits Tatum in strides, and he boats to the rim, and this makes Derrick Jones Jr. foul him. Because Tatum came downhill too quick and attacked on a great angle, it just had to force Derrick Jones Jr. to foul, or he would have just bulldozed him right for a layup. And when you look back to the NBA Finals and saw Tatum's primary matchup in Andrew Wiggins, he was able to make Tatum's life hell when he tried to attack the rim. It seemed like Jayson Tatum had no way of converting efficient points going against Wiggins in the NBA Finals, and his ability to collapse the defense looked non-existent. Rim pressure is one of the many things I love to bring up when I'm talking about the premier creators in our league, and it looks like Tatum has finally been using that to create more advantages this year. Jayson Tatum has been one of the best pull-up three-point shooters in the NBA for the past few years, which meant that he would usually pull the defense more outward to him. But as he gradually became a more premier finisher in the league, he will now be able to constantly force the defense to collapse on his drives. With the absence of Robert Williams, the Celtics have been moving in more 5-out sets, which means the interior and driving lanes would be clearer, and Tatum is no question been taking advantage of this. I also believe Tatum has finally found a happy medium in his shot diet. It's nothing new that many people gave Tatum a ton of criticism for his shot selection, particularly his mid-range shot attempts. There would be possessions where he could reset, or it would be early in a shot clock, and Tatum would elect to take his fall-away contested mid-range shots. And as the NBA is today, those type of shots just isn't efficient scoring, and it's especially not efficient if you're heavily relying on it for your offense. Luckily, it seems Tatum made it a point of emphasis to start taking less of those contested mid-range shots, but would elect to pull it back for the triple or to try to go all the way to the rim. According to cleanitglass.com, Tatum's frequency at attempting mid-range shots is the lowest in his career. It's only 28% of his shot attempts now. With that added wrinkle in Jayson Tatum's offensive game is nearing complete dominance. Tatum is unstoppable one-on-one with the ball in his hands, and his off-ball game is just as nice, with him making timely cuts and being very efficient when he's coming off screens. But to pivot to the defensive side, I would be doing a tremendous disservice if I did not go into detail on Tatum's defense. Tatum's defense for the past 2 years has seen major leaps, especially the past season, and this season it's looking like his defense has been more refined. Tatum uses his insane length to blow up possessions when he's off ball. That's whenever he's operating as the backline defender or when he's at the nail providing much needed help defense. Marcus Smart gambles and tries to go for the steal that puts him in a bad position. Now this forces Tatum to now rotate to Giddey, but Giddey gets a step on him and tries to go for a left-hand layup, but Tatum just erases the ball with a nasty two-hand block. Harden is bringing up the ball in transition, and Tatum is running back to Tobias Harris, but he actually makes the correct read and leaves Tobias in the corner since he notices Embiid has good post position and Harden can feed an easy entry pass, so Tatum uses his length to quickly intercept this pass and takes it all the way for a layup on the other end. His defensive awareness and quick anticipation has no limits, usually always making the correct rotations and bouncing from one side to the next to provide great contests. Tatum is one of the best shot blocking wings in the NBA. His reads that he makes to quickly get in time and alter shots at the rim is magnificent, while Tatum's all ball defense is still not the greatest, but it's still good enough to the point where he'll get timely stops and get strips on good ball handlers. And Tatum's defense truly deserves to be mentioned in all defense caliber talks this season, even if he isn't awarded with a nomination. Jayson Tatum's supreme level offense, paired up with his ridiculous value he brings on the defensive side of the ball, has the Boston Celtics right back in the NBA talks to repeating as Eastern Conference champions. But can the Boston Celtics repeat as Eastern Conference champions and ultimately win an NBA championship? Something that hasn't been done since the 07-08 NBA season. To that, I would say first it would all depend on the high level of play of Jayson Tatum, who in my opinion at this point is undoubtedly playing like a top 5 player in the NBA. But he would have to play like this in the postseason, or at least some variation of this level of play. But with that all being stated, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys leave a comment telling me if you think Jayson Tatum can keep up this level of play and win the MVP award, or even better, if you guys believe he's ascended to superstar level. Let me know in the comment section below. And before you guys leave, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to keep you guys posted. And also join me and my boy Mr. Knows Hoops Discord so you can interact with me and many more about everything basketball or anything else you guys would love to talk about. This is the Discord for you. And with that all being said, I hope you all have a blessed day.